All right, folks, here we are at Make It, CNBC.com, Psychology and Relationships. Harvard psychologist shares 9 toxic phrases gaslighters always use and how to respond. And as you can see, the contributor is Dr. Courtney Warren. Gaslighting, or the experience of being manipulated into doubting your feelings and perceptions of reality, can happen to anyone. This behavior is often used to gain power and control in relationships. Being on the receiving end of it can be damaging to your self-esteem and can even lead to anxiety or depression. As a Harvard trained psychologist who specializes in trauma and relationships, I've observed this firsthand. If someone uses any of these 9 phrases, they may be gaslighting you. Let's see here. Number 1, you're being crazy. Gaslighters will try to manipulate you into questioning your sanity. Making direct comments that undermine your perspective or rationality is a common tactic. How to respond? Please don't question my ability to think clearly. Even if we don't agree, this is what the reality looks like to me. I like number 1. Don't question my ability to think. What's up with your ability? That's really what, well, that's not what she said. That's what I'm saying. So I don't want to ad lib, for you, but I think number 1 is fantastic. All right. Number 2, you're overreacting. By accusing you of being dramatic, the gaslighter is attempting to dismiss your concerns as irrational and unfounded. How to respond? Whether or not you agree with me, this is how I feel right now. I would appreciate it if you didn't judge my feelings. They are mine and not up for debate. I like that because you know what? Sometimes people want to argue with you about how you feel, and I feel like that's them being narcissistic and selfish. It's all back about them. They don't want to hear how you feel about something because it's all about them, right? And you're not really telling them as a matter of debate or democratic discussion. Like, is this up for a vote? Like, I didn't think we were voting here. I thought we were having a conversation. But I cannot stand talking to people and they're asking you, like, really, I want to know, what's going on with you. And then you tell them and they're like trying to debate with you about it. Like, what the heck did you ask me for then? Because you didn't want to know. You just wanted to know how you feel. And you want to talk about you. Anyway, I digress. Number 3, I was just joking. Gaslighters often downplay their mean-spirited comments or criticism. This can cause you to wonder if you're being overly sensitive, even when you're not. How to respond? That comment might have been funny to you, but it hurt my feelings. It didn't seem to me like you were joking, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to me that way. I like that. Don't even talk to me. How about if you're a gaslighter and you're constantly trying to gaslight, don't talk to me at all. Okay. That's the kind of energy I'm on. All right. So here you are. Number 4, you made me do it. When something doesn't go as they had planned, gaslighters will often try to avoid taking responsibility by shifting any criticism and blame onto you. Oh man. I can talk about this for a long time. These people are narcissistic and they don't want to take accountability or responsibility because in their minds, they do nothing wrong. They like walk on water all day, every day. That's not what she's saying. That's what I'm saying. What I get from this, you might get something different, but hey, it's based on your experience and I respect your feelings. Guess why? I'm not narcissistic and trying to gaslight you. So however you apply these things, please just apply them and use the responses accordingly. How to respond? I actually can't make you do anything. Truth. I could just snap my fingers right there, clap my hands, all that. I actually can't make you do anything. As a matter of fact, if I can make you do something, then don't I have the power and control? I just going back to the original definition of gaslighting. Okay, let's go on. Your behavior is a reflection of your choices, not mine. Facts. Thank you. And you have the choice not to talk to me right now. How about that? That's the kind of energy I'm on. Anyway, number 5, if you loved me, you'd let me do what I want. When that sounds like an abusive relationship. When you try to set boundaries with a gaslighter, they may feel wronged and try to make you feel guilty by saying you don't care about them. Hey, you know what? If you see signs of this coming up in your children, stop them from this behavior because it will turn into domestic violence. I'm just saying, that's my opinion. I'm not the psychologist here, but hey, I work with children a lot. And so don't let them gaslight like this. My boundaries Here's the response. My boundaries are a reflection of my values and how I choose to live my life. I don't feel comfortable doing this. I am telling, not asking you to respect my boundaries. I like that. That's a confident answer. Like, I'm telling you to respect my boundaries. Choose either to do that or don't talk to me. How about that? Because I don't have time to continuously explain to gaslighters in a way that makes them feel empowered what they want to hear, right? Either you respect these boundaries or not. And like, you do have to draw a hard line in the sand when it comes to your boundaries, because that's a safety thing. Like, respect my boundaries, or, maybe go over there and do this somewhere else. Okay. That's my thought on this. You may have a different thought about it. I don't know. I'm just sharing my thoughts. I respect yours too. Okay. Number 6, I am only telling you this because I love you. Woo, honey. Okay. Gaslighters justify making rude, sometimes abusive. So I like 5 and 6 sounds like a domestic violator. I don't know. Maybe you think something else, but hey, it could be a boss, a colleague, so-called friend, but sounds like a domestic violence situation to me. 5 and 6. Comments by saying, okay, let me go back because I got sidetracked. See, I got distracted with my thoughts that I'm sharing with you, but you're watching this, so you obviously like my thoughts, and I want you to have your own. So read this article when you get a chance, or share it. Okay. Gaslighters justify making rude, sometimes abusive comments by saying they came from a place of love. That false sense of so-called Christian humility is what I'm thinking of too. Didn't the colonizers use that to say, like, we did this to you because we loved you and, wanted you to love us back? Anyway, this can make it harder for you to trust your gut feelings and set healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries is a safety mechanism. Try it and practice it till you master how you should respond. I appreciate that you love me, but I'm not okay with the way you're talking to me. That's not how I want to be shown love. I love that right there. That's not how I want to be shown love. And as a matter of fact, that's not love. It's not. Look up how you define love. Matter of fact, go all the way to the word etymology. Okay. And when people say they're doing it out of love, they're lying to your face. Okay. It's not love. Okay. Anyway, this is all your fault. A gaslighter may try to accuse you of harmful actions, even if there's clear evidence that they're engaging in similar behaviors. Well, I find that hypocrisy. So, you can't tell me what made you the moral compass to tell me something about my behavior and you don't even have your own in check. Like, practice self-control today before even talking to me. Anyway, how to respond. I'm sure that I contribute to our relationship struggles in some ways, but so do you. We both have to be willing to change if we want to make this better. I'm willing to take responsibility for my role in this, but I'm not taking responsibility for yours. All right, number 8. Everyone agrees with me. You're just difficult. Oh my gosh. This is one that I've heard before. Like, I am the unreasonable person and everyone else doesn't have a problem with what's being said. Well, then go to them and stop nagging me about whatever it is that you're talking to me about. Because you know what? You have all of these other opportunities to talk to all of these so-called people who agree with you. Then why talk to me, the one person that does not agree with you, and try to change my mind? It seems like you already got the agreement that you're looking for. So why are you trying to flip me, huh? This ain't like, people think like it's up for democratic discussion or debate, like as if this is the polls, like we're gonna flip this region. No, you can't flip my thoughts, my minds, my actions. Control yourself. And if you got all these people who are doing all these wonderful things that you can count on, then you know what? You don't got to come over here near me and my boundary, my zone right here, and try to make me think like you want me to think and act like you want me to act and agree with you. How about that? That's a good choice. You should make it today. Anyway, how to respond. I would appreciate it if you speak for yourself and not for other people. I hear that you find me difficult. Let's stay focused on that. Yeah, how about we don't focus on that? Because if you find me difficult, what is it that you're trying to get me to do, right? That is going to be based on what you want and that you find unreasonable. It sounds like a manipulation thing. Like you're trying to get me to do something Do it yourself. How about that? Anyway, number 9. I'm going all the way on a tangent here. The real problem is when they're called out, gaslighters try to divert attention away from themselves. This makes it easier to stay focused on what's wrong with someone or something else. Exactly. How to respond? Please don't change the subject. It seems like you don't want to acknowledge how you're contributing to the problem. Yeah, I need to see your proven efficacy motto about whatever it is you're talking about before you try to tell me what the problem is. Show me how you solved it. And then, you know what? I will look at you as someone to listen to, because if there's a problem and you have a solution and you've been able to effectively solve this problem over and over again, then you know what? You know how to go solve it. And so I might take you as a credible source of information. Other than that, you're just bumping your gums. Be quiet. We need to be able to confidently deter gaslighters. Okay, disrupt that common thing. Wait. And maybe some of y'all need to stop gaslighting yourself. Okay, here's some common things that you'll do if you're gaslighting yourself. Don't do that. Knock it off. Maybe it's all in my head. I shouldn't feel this way. I shouldn't be upset. I'm sure they didn't mean it. I don't deserve to be happy. My experiences are real and valid. If it's sticking with me, it must be a trigger. Where do I need to heal? Even if they don't mean it meanly, it still hurt. My past mistake doesn't define my future. And so you see on the left the things you'd say to yourself, and on the right what you should be doing. Like, move in another direction. Don't sit there in a muck all day spinning around in these thoughts that are controlling and dominate your whole mood and, throughout the day, your productivity. Like, disrupt that in yourself and practice doing something else. Did you know Merriam Dictionary picked gaslighting as its word of the year in 2022? In the 1944 movie of the same name, Charles Boyer manipulates the gaslights in the home he shares with Ingrid Bergman, hoping to drive her insane. Interesting.